What is going on, everyone? Broken Mike here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to this week's episode of BUW. And this is episode 113, part 4. So, if you guys have missed any of the action in the previous 3 parts, then please do be sure to head on over and check them out. As you can see, we're going to be kicking off our final part of the show with a huge championship match. And it'll be for the BUW Women's Tag Team Championship. We've got the new champions, Hannah and Aaliyah, representing Best Frenemies. And they'll be taking on the team of the former 2-time Tag Team Champions, Ray and Meowjid, the Rage Queens. Who's going to leave with the championship? Let's find out. So of course guys, if you do enjoy this one, then do make sure to hit that like for Mike, slap any comments down below, and do be sure to hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to stay up to date with all things gaming and of course all things BUW.
This is gonna be good. The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers.
Making their way down to the ring first, the challengers, Meowjid and Ray, the Rage Queens. And a history is about to be made in BUW once again, folks, because this is the first time in BUW history that the Women's Tag Team Championship will be defended on a normal show. Of course, it's nearly 2-year history, and you guys are in for a real treat, and the Rage Queens looking to make more history here tonight and equal the record and win their 3rd Tag Team Championship.
And introducing the champions, they are the Women's World Tag Team Champions. Of course, the title is on the line.
And making their way down to the ring, representing Best Frenemies, the BUW Women's Tag Team Champions, Hannah and Aaliyah. And of course, this is Hannah's 2nd reign as a tag team champion, while this is Aaliyah's 1st. And of course, won the tag team championship at Summer Bash. Looking to get off to a good start in their first title defense. Of course, their fallen comrade Chelsea, who's been on the injury list since Journey to Gold, but I can assure you guys that she will be back soon. I think she'll be back as early as next week is what I'm been hearing. But anyway, let's focus on this Tag Team Championship match. Aaliyah and Hannah handing over the championships to the official. Holding them up high. And looks like it's going to be Ray and Hannah to start things off. And here we go. This tag team title match is underway. And here we go. And Ray's starting out with some right hands. Two former women's champions. And of course Hannah, as we... Oh, there's a tag to Meowjid. As Hannah has recently been branded apparently... probably not if the best women's wrestler on the BUW roster. And you say that about Hannah, but I'd say Meowjid. I would have to say probably the best superstar to never hold the world championship. And Hannah doing a decent job there and softening up Meowjid. And Aaliyah now tagged in for the first time. Right hand. And Meowjid in a bit of trouble here. Fall away slam. Yeah, but do be sure to let me know what you guys think. Am I right in saying that? Hair pull neck slam. There's a tag to Ray. Kick to the midsection. And Ray gets sent over the top, but lands on the apron. But then gets hung out to dry. Sent crashing to the floor. There's a tag to Hannah. And Ray back in the ring. Some rights and some kicks. Hannah answering back. A chop. Looking for a second. Ray moves out the way. And Ray with a pile driver. And some right hands. And I think Ray looking to get Hannah away from the ropes. Into the cover. Just a 1 count. And still early doors at the moment. And the right hand down goes Hannah. Hannah back up and hits a clothesline. Takes down Ray. There's a tag, in comes Aaliyah. There's a slap. And another. And a left hand to the midsection. Gut wrench suplex from Aaliyah. Oh, look at that. How insulting. Aaliyah dropping the elbow into the shoulder blades of Ray. Shot to the midsection. And there's a power slam. Not saying we're accustomed to seeing Ray doing too often. Sends Aaliyah into the corner. Aaliyah counters. Some kicks. A shot. Another kick. And a clubbing blow to the back. Lock up. And Ray gets launched over the top rope. Aaliyah, the powerhouse of best frenemies. Oh, lovely power slam. Head of Aaliyah getting smashed into the thin padding on the outside. And Ray with some right hands. Oh, and Aaliyah, you heard it. Gets sent careening into the LED post. Right hands again, and I don't think Aaliyah has got a clue where she is. Lock up into the announce table. And again into the announce table. Aaliyah trying to shake off the cobwebs. Ray back outside. Right hands. Again. Aaliyah answering back. A kick to the midsection. Nice side slam there from Ray. Working on the left arm. And it's been a bit one-sided at the moment. Aaliyah again goes crashing to the announce table. And again, for the second time, Aaliyah crashes into the LED post. And you could hear it when the flesh meets the ring post, LED or not. That's going to leave a mark. Aaliyah just can't get any offense going. And there's a kick. Was that based on instinct? And Ray gets sent into the LED post. Lefts and rights and a takedown from Aaliyah. And it's a slugfest. And again, Ray gets sent into the LED post. And maybe this is just the opening that best frenemies need. And the champions need something going their way at the moment. Snap suplex. An elbow drop to the chest and a second. And a third. And of course, we'll be champions going into our next big event in a few weeks, Castle Carnage. We've got a few teams eyeing up the tag titles. Aaliyah telling Ray to bring it. We've got the likes of the Poisonous Pixies and the likes of the Broken Bloodline maybe wanting a shot. The lockup. Aaliyah in a bit of trouble here. Oh, right hand. Shot to the back, and there's a jawbreaker. Snapmare takedown. And a boot to the face. And there's a tag. In comes Meowjid. The shots from Meowjid. Has her foot caught. Lock up. Meowjid immediately fighting out. Lock up. Oh, look at the power on Meowjid. Meowjid sending Aaliyah into the Rage Queen corner. But Meowjid's caught. Electric chair. Unlock up. Oh, what a clothesline. Meowjid turning Aaliyah inside out. Just as it looked like Aaliyah was about to make the tag. But the Rage Queens are just absolutely relentless. Meowjid top rope. No one home for the splash. And Aaliyah misses wildly with that forearm. And sends Meowjid over the top. And I think I have to say, folks, a huge chunk of this match has taken place on the outside of the ring instead of inside. There's a clothesline. A second clothesline. Looking for a third one. And there is the trifecta. Drop kick to the back of the head. Meowjid counters. Has Aaliyah up on her shoulders. Lovely move there from Meowjid. And now targeting the right arm of Aaliyah. And again, a stomping on that elbow. Aaliyah really needs to make a tag. She's holding that arm. It could be serious. Leah doesn't have a clue where she is. Elbow to the face. Lock up. And look at the power of Mialjid again. Look at this. Slamming her. Planting her in that thin padding. There's an answer from Aaliyah. Oh, nice. Nice deception there from Aaliyah. Looked like she was going for a clothesline. Mialjid ducked and fooled her. And hit her from behind. And what's Aaliyah thinking next? Alley-oop. The lock up. And Mialjid, don't think she quite got to the ring post there. Aaliyah playing to the crowd a bit. Clubbing blow to the back of the head. There's a clothesline. Looking for a second. And of course, I'm sure looking for the trifecta once again. And there's another clothesline. So that's 6 clotheslines Aaliyah has delivered to Mialjid in a short space of time. Cover. Just a count of 1. And Aaliyah can't believe it. And in comes Hannah. And Hannah's got to be fresh as a daisy. And what is Hannah looking for here? Sit down powerbomb. Hannah playing to the crowd, but she's got to stop Mialjid making a tag. It's too late. Some shots to Ray. A hip toss. And Ray with a single leg camel clutch. And Hannah able to get out of it. Kick to the midsection. Looking for a snap suplex, but Ray with a counter. Slamming Hannah into the cover. Just a 1 count. And Ray can't believe it. There's a tag to Mialjid. Kicked in the midsection, and Mialjid looking for Riptide. Mialjid dragging Hannah away from the ropes. And Hannah able to kick out. 2 count only, and Mialjid can't believe it. Hannah with a counter. Stomp on the knee. What is Hannah looking for here? Crossing both legs round. Oh, wait a second. Oh, she's going for a submission. She's pulling on the shoulders of Mialjid. Can Mialjid withstand this? And Mialjid gets saved there by Ray. Cover, though. And Mialjid kicks out. 2 count only. And Hannah could not believe it. And all 4 women on the outside. It's breaking down. And the takedown. Hannah has it locked in. The sharpshooter. Will Mialjid submit? Mialjid's got nowhere to go. Oh, and Ray again saves the match. Hannah into the cover. And best frenemies retain their tag team championships, but by the skin of their teeth. What a match. A very physical fight for the tag team championships. and best frenemies, end of the day, just about, I'd say, leave with their tag team championships in tow. And of course it was the submission specialist Hannah who did everything in her power to wear down Meowjid, and on several occasions Ray saving her partner, but it wasn't enough.
The Women's World Tag Team Champions.
And here are your winners of the match, representing best frenemies and still BUW Women's Tag Team Champions, Aaliyah and Hannah. And what a matchup that was. Congratulations on their retention, and I'm sure their teammate Chelsea will be smiling at home as she prepares to make her big comeback next week. Great news there, great match. Oh man, what a match. But of course we're not done there, because as the saying goes, as they say on AEW Rampage, there has been enough talk. It is time for our main event, and this one has got huge Castle Carnage implications, and it's a rematch from Summer Bash, and it's going to be Mr. Woos, representing the Woos Exclusive Society, taking on the BUW World Champion, Jesse. And it's not for the championship this time, because they have that rematch at Castle Carnage. But the winner of this upcoming match will get to pick the stipulation in the Castle Carnage rematch.
This guy is ready for a fight.
Business has just picked up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 248 pounds, Wesley Lanton.
Making his way down to the ring first, representing the Woos Exclusive Society and the owner of VCW, Mr. Woos. He's got a big opportunity coming up in a few weeks at Castle Carnage. He gets a second opportunity at the World Championship. And if he wins this non-title match with the champion tonight, he picks the stipulation. And could you imagine what sort of matchup that mind is capable of coming up with? And it's been a decent night for the WES tonight. We saw Victor Wolf score a win over Mike Gaming. We saw the team of Joseph Conlin and the UK champion Lucas Hackett score a win over the Nexus Nation. The only downside for the WES tonight was Big Bubba's attempts in getting a YouTube championship match against Virus Militude when he fell to Ian Berg in a steel cage match.
And his opponent from Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, the World Champion, Jesse.
And making his way down to the ring, representing the Broken Psychos, the BUW World Champion, Jesse. Of course, successfully retained the World Championship against Mr. Woos at Summer Bash in what was somewhat a one-sided performance by the World Champion. He showed absolute no mercy. And he'll be looking to do the same thing tonight. Could you imagine what sort of twisted up ideas for matches that man could think of if he wins tonight?
This guy lives to compete, so he'll be treating this match.
Both men in this match, great thinkers of this sport. The best brains in BUW. Two former brothers in the Broken Psychos. One going rogue. One staying with the family. And here we go, this main event's underway, and Woos right out the gates with some right hands. Better than he fared in his Summer Bash match. A stomp on the arm. Knee drop to the arm of Jesse. Jesse able to counter. Jesse with the right hand. I'm just trying to think what sort of match can we see at Castle Carnage in a few weeks. What mayhem will we see? It's going to be amazing either way. And Jesse with the right hands in control. Now using his left hands. Oh, and Jesse gets caught by Woos. Dragon screw counter. And now Woos with the left hands. The lock up, kick to the midsection. Woos over the top rope, lands on the apron. Oh, and Woos with the counter. We rarely see that. And Jesse with a suplex. Knee to the side, the head. Woos kicks off Jesse. And look at this. A lovely inverted suplex from Woos. And Woos trying to get under the skin of the BUW fans. The world champion trying to send the BUW fans home happy. He hits that exploder suplex. And Jesse looking for a submission. And drives the knees into the spine of Mr. Woos. Will Mr. Woos submit here? No, he's able to counter. Nicely done there. Nice wrestling maneuver from Woos. And what's Woos doing here? Another inverted suplex. And Mr. Woos heading to the top rope now. Knee drop to the head. Woos into the cover. And a 2 count for Mr. Woos, and near fall. And it was 1 second away from finding out what Wes was going to pick. The lock up. Snap suplex. Right hands from Mr. Woos. And this is the much more of a contest that we didn't get Summer Bash a couple of weeks ago. This is the matchup we wanted to see, but didn't quite get. Jesse with the left hands. Jesse into the cover. Looking for the win. 1 count only. A kick to the back, but I had no effect on Mr. Woos. Snap suplex. And Mr. Woos again with those rights. Trying to give Jesse a headache. And again. Right hands. Mr. Woos showing absolutely zero mercy into the cover. 2 count again from Mr. Woos. Really needs to hook that leg. Has Jesse by the scruff of the neck. A shot to the back. And again, 2 shots to the back in the kidney area of Jesse. And Mr. Woos, will we see it? The victorious deathlock. And will Mr. Woos make Jesse submit here? Sitting back. And Mr. Woos lets him out, which I don't think was a smart thing to do, but he's probably got something else in mind, perhaps a missed degree. Looks like a missed degree. Jesse blocks it. A counter. The clothesline. Not too many people counter the missed degree, and Jesse picking apart Mr. Woos with the Randy Orton stomps. The lockup into the corner. Sitting Mr. Woos up on the top rope. What on earth is he thinking? Oh, uppercut. Dazed and confused. Jesse, no way. No way, he's not going to do it, is he? He does a PDJ from the middle rope. Are you kidding me? That has got to do it. Woos is out cold. And a 1 count, and Woos has saved himself. Oh my goodness. That would have surely been over if Mr. Woos wasn't close to the ropes. Able to counter the world champion, and Jesse with his shot to the gut. And there's that vintage backbreaker. Knee smash to the face. Mr. Woos has Jesse up. Where is he doing? What's he doing? No, oh my God, he just powerbombed the champion to the outside. Mr. Woos showing how much he wants to pick the stipulation. Oh, and a knee drop to the arm. Some right hands. The lockup. Back in the ring. And could Mr. Woos be closing in? Mr. Woos top rope. Calling the champ to his feet. And he flies. I think there's a clothesline, but I don't think he got a lot of it. Jesse with the counter. Oh, nice. Lock up. Oh, wait a second. Jesse counters with Mr. Woos with a DDT. Knee drop. No one home. The lock up. And oh my goodness, the blood rushing to the head of the world champion. On one hand, look at that! Delayed vertical suplex. Right hand. Gourd buster from Mr. Woos. And some left hands. Mr. Woos. Could he be closing in? Tries to roll Jesse onto his back. He does. And was that free? No! Mr. Woos will probably call you know what over it, but he might have to wait. Missed degree. There it is. And Mr. Woos gets the victory over the world champion. And you know what that means. Mr. Woos gets to pick the stipulation for Castle Carnage. Oh boy, I dread to think what Mr. Woos is going to come up with for a stipulation. What a match. This is the match we should have seen at Summer Bash, but we got it here tonight. So we got a real treat tonight, guys. A fantastic match between two great athletes. Now it is the mystery. So here's your winner of the match, representing the WES, the Woos Exclusive Society, and the owner of VCW, Mr. Woos. And what on earth is that man going to pick for a stipulation in his title rematch? It's going to be very interesting, and it's not a bad night for the WES as a whole, with 3 wins and 1 loss this week, so pretty decent showing this week from the WES. And what can we expect next week? So that, folks, is going to be a lot for this week on BUW. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, guys, do be sure to head on over on all 4 parts and leave a great big like for Mike. Drop some comments down below in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe to the channel along with the notification bell. That way you'll be notified of when I do some videos, do some uploads, you name it, live streams, whichever. Holy crud, what, I'm lost for words, guys, absolutely gone. And of course, next week, guys, is going to be awesome, episode 114. We're just 1 week away, and we're just a couple of weeks off now from Castle Carnage. Anyway, guys, that is going to be a lot for this week on BUW. I have been your host for this one, Broken Mike. Do take care, have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will see you all again next week for another episode of BUW. Good night, everybody.